Ahoy, mateys. This camera is going to roll as long as it will. We are 5 minutes away from the start of Freedom Cruise 2022. I'm on the corner of Sparta Avenue and Spartan Industrial Drive. The road leads up to the high school. The cars and motorbikes, and they'll be coming this way. Hatch and wingman, they're ready. Hello, sir. And the laptop will be ready to turn on. The MiFi, unfortunately, is not working. Seems to be an issue with it accessing the internet and connections and whatnot. I may have to stop at Verizon and say, help me. It seems like it doesn't like my fingers. But sometimes that's how it goes. Hopefully we'll have enough signal strength in the laptop tonight for the live stream at 6 p.m. In the meanwhile, we're going to have fun watching the cruise. When I start the live stream, I'm only going to be on it just long enough to aim it at the vehicles. And then I'll get out of the way, sit down, and I'll keep this camera recording the parade as well. I met Travis. He is with the 1053rd out of Greenville, the maintenance group, and he's helping to direct people. I actually was able to help him because he's not from Sparta, so I was able to help him out with a few fine-tuning of directions for people. So there's serendipity. I didn't take the green screen down yet. But I will pretty soon. So, wow. It's a little early. We haven't heard the siren go off yet, so maybe they had an issue at home. Alright. Comes the Sparta police. They might be leading the parade. We'll see. Alright, mateys, I'm going to set you down. Won't know what you look like, but I'm going to start getting this ready. Because we may not have the parade running down the hill, but we are very close to going live. So that's what we'll do. Ahoy, mateys. We're about 10 minutes from the beginning of the parade. I'm setting up the laptop and hopefully we'll be able to see all the vehicles. I also have the camera running, the regular, and I will run it as long as the batteries and the memory card hold out. Now, some of you are going to ask me, what in the world is Patch and Wingman? What are they sitting on? Well, it was treasure, not buried. But I mentioned to Tina this morning that the interior of Synchronicity, she's being transformed, and most of the colors for the interior are gray. Now, according to what I read on this package, and I only paid 20 bucks, I'm sure it's a lot more expensive to actually buy it in the store. It's a product of Rust-Oleum, and you can change your cabinets to different shades. So, I'm actually going to do that. There'll still be a little bit of wood-grained items here and there, but for the most part, well, it's gray. So I told Tina, the outsider, I think we'll call it 50 Shades of Gray. Yes, she cracked up. So, Patch and Wingman, they're guarding it. So, I don't know why the fire truck came down the hill unless they got a call. I doubt that. They don't have their lights and siren on. Don't know who these people are coming down the hill, but we're very close to having the parade start. And this is the setup. And here comes another fire truck. So I don't know why. We're going to sit down and enjoy this. And yeah, I was able to see pretty much the whole fire truck on the screen there. Hopefully the Wi-Fi signal for the laptop will last, and the battery, but the parade should only be, I think the parade going by here will be done by 3:30. We'll see. Probably every now and then I'm going to have to check the laptop to make sure that it's still doing its thing. So, I'm thinking they may have gotten a call. They wouldn't be leaving the parade otherwise. It reminds me of a story. Back in the 50s. It was Memorial Day weekend, and my dad decided to clear some brush by burning. And it had been dry for a while. Meanwhile, in the city of Hudsonville, we lived out about 3 miles east of Hudsonville, but meanwhile in the city of Hudsonville there was a parade going on for Memorial. And it was really super important to the mostly Dutch origin people from Hudsonville, because the Queen of the Netherlands was in the parade. So it was a really big deal. Well, Dad lost control of the fire. The fire department had to leave the parade and come out to our house and fight the fire that Dad accidentally, you know, he was trying to do a controlled burn, but he lost control. And those firemen were really pissed off at my dad because they had to leave the parade because of something stupid that my dad did. Well, another story. That was before I was even born, so it would have been after 1944, but before 1953. So just another family story. Well, here comes the big parade. Not. Should I wave the flag? I forgot to bring the small flags. But at least Patch and Wingman, they got that one there. We are 11 minutes into this recording. I have to kind of keep an eye on it because at 23 minutes it will stop. But all I have to do is press the button and it'll restart. We're showing fully charged batteries, so we should be good on this. Okay, I'm setting the camera right next to the laptop. Be slightly different angles, perhaps. No, I'm just relaxing. I didn't buy any pop. The only thing I went and bought is a crazy stain from the Mel Trotter across the street. And the only reason I went to the Mel Trotter is that fortunately they have a restroom that's available to the public. Everywhere else around here is either closed or they have no albano. Well, you know dang well they got an albano. It's whether you can use it or not. That's kind of not totally perfectly level. That's better. And it's warm. We're in direct sunlight here. So for all I know, there might be some streaks in Sundance. That's what I call the Kodak camera, Sundance. I don't think there have been any streaks on the Chromebook, but it might be washed out a little bit. But there's no way for me to know for sure. I'd have to be connected to, well, I could try. Let me see if I can get YouTube on the phone. That might be possible, I guess. Let me see if I can find the YouTube icon. There, no, that's not it. There it is. And there it is. There's 6 people watching already according to this. And it looks to me like there's a slight delay. Because the guy has already passed me physically that we just saw. I'm going to go out and stand in front of the camera just to see how the view is. I feel like I'm recording, but I'm not. Let's see how long it takes. There it is. So it's like a 4 or 5 second delay. And that's not too bad. So, I think we'll live here. Hey John! There goes my neighbor. He was late for the party. It's going to start any minute. He'll be one of the last ones going. Now there, that was me waving to John. Thought I recognized the sound of that bike. Alright. So that's good that we're having a pretty good picture. Okay, maybe now would be a good time to check our battery strength and our internet connection. We should hear the siren blow at any point in time now. They said it would be 3 o'clock sharp, but I'm glad I went live earlier. Oh. There's more of a delay than there was. Let's check. Okay, we got full strength, but we've only got probably 45 minutes left on the I wonder if these sheriffs would have to go to a fire. But anyways, we got good half hour left on the laptop. Probably more on the camera. If I see that it's getting low, I will say something on the live stream. I'll try. Yeah, I don't know where the sheriffs are going, unless they're going to turn points. Because, let's see, they turn here. Okay, there's a fire truck, 2 fire trucks right across the street. I can show that on the Kodak camera. And then maybe they'll set up to make sure that people that are in the parade, make sure they turn north on Sparta Avenue. Then they'll probably have officers down at Division Street, and that's where they turn to the east. And then once they're out of town, Division Street becomes 13 Mile. And they'll take that all the way to Algoma. Then they'll go south. And by the time they do that, I will have gone to Family Fair to get Holly the stuff she needs. I still have the 2 apples. See that? Got the 2 apples. I'll put them in front of the screen. This is apple country. So those apples came off of the tree over here. Oh, I can see who's aboard. I see Todd. And I see Linda Barker, Sandy Robinson. Welcome aboard. We should be having a good time, I hope, as long as the batteries last on the laptop, because I'm not anywhere near where I can plug in a battery. So we'll take what we get. We'll take what we get on the live stream, we'll take what we get on the camera as well. Yeah, we have some big apples. Big apples for sure. We're kind of listening for the 3 o'clock siren because that's when they're supposed to start. It is 3 o'clock right now. I don't believe that Travis has a radio like the other girl did. We still got 4 bars and 4G signal strength, so I think this is going to go a heck of a lot better than last year, except for how long will the gigabytes last on the Chromebook, how long will the battery last. We're at 21 minutes on the Kodak, so I'll be pushing the button again here in a few minutes to reset that. Battery strength has just barely come down. Yeah, we have apples, and if you hold your tongue and say that again, we have those too. Hold your tongue and say apples. Yeah. I'm almost getting bored. I want this parade to start. I can hear motorcycle engines revving, but they do that anyways. I hope the filming lasts long enough to see the neighbor. Probably be close to the last motorcycle coming through. Yeah, I did set up early. I wanted to make sure everything was working. And it's still not, 100% perfect. There could be issues with signal, well, not with signal strength, but with longevity of the battery on the Chromebook, possibly using up the LTE gigabytes, although I kind of doubt that. More likely the battery will run out before I lose the gigabytes. Now here comes a vehicle, but they're not part of the parade. Won't know who or why. He's thanking Travis for his service, which is cool.